when
Think about get Jeff in there.
Jeff, you need somewhere to live. After what I heard he did this weekend, I don't know if I want him. I'm gonna get a lot of complaints.
What did he do this weekend?
Well, let's just say he's playing a little dice games. He's playing some games.
Jeff played some
games.
Well, I mean, is it a surprise? You basically talk about how you gamble with a bookie week after week, which, by the way, boy, you are someone's favorite person this week, aren't you?
Oh, you know what? But Loyola's getting a bill in the mail from me. I'll tell you that much.
I made a mistake. Kansas is not. When they say there's
we
no
gotta
place like home, just not that home.
We have to start sticking to football. We stick to football. We don't touch basketball. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And
I did it out of spite, not because I believed in it.
The worst part is that Loyola literally had the game won. They had it.
I know.
And then not only do they lose, I don't care that they lost.
What
I said,
come from
let's just take the points and run.
Yeah.
They end up losing the spread too.
You got
disgusting.
double whammy.
I got double whammy.
How about on my side with the money-making matchups? And, of course, Villanova decides to just set the record for 3 points.
Yeah,
3-pointers. Let's do it today.
Let's just do it today. I heard this money-making pick, and we're going to destroy that.
Yeah,
we're going to just blow it all up.
That's one of our Midwest downloads. I knew it. I knew something was up.
There's something up.
Something was up.
Episode 26.
Holy
about to get
smokes.
started.
The
getting
2-6.
crazy. The 2-6.
Better at every party. Better at every party.
Is it not? It really is.
It really is.
It really is.
Do you remember those days when you were young? You're like, man, I'm going to go pick up a 2-6. This field party's going to be rad.
The weird part is I've been doing that since I was like grade 9 because I had chest hair, so no one ever ID'd me. So I could walk in and just get the 2-6 with the big bears for everyone. Like grown-ass men would walk in and get ID'd, and I'd walk in, I'm like, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What, you want ID? Here's your ID. Pull down my chest hair. And
so
like,
was that in high
money.
school? Like, how did you see over the counter? Do they could just basically?
I wore the
pass
platform. I had
You
the
wore
platform shoes.
By the way, I told my wife, I said, I want to bring back the platform shoe.
Yeah.
Not 1 inch, not 2 inch.
What?
Getting into about the 2.5 to 3 inch male platform dress shoe, and I think it's time.
Well, everything else is coming back. So the way I look at it, the music's coming back. That shoe's gonna come back. It's just a matter of time.
I'll tell you what's not coming back.
What's that?
And it's been a while. The gout.
The gout's not coming back.
See you later.
You know what? You jinxed it.
2017 was the year of the gout, not 18. No jinx. I'm taking it head on.
You're
try me.
Wow.
Try me.
You know what? I saw what gout did to you the first time. You're ballsy to just say that right to its face because it had you on the floor for a little while.
We got a wicked show planned.
Yeah.
Today,
what do we got? What do we got going on?
Are you okay? So March Madness, obviously, we touched on already. I mean, we got a new killer in town.
Yeah. Did you watch that NCAA, the ladies?
I didn't.
Unreal game.
I saw it after you mentioned it to me because I didn't originally. But that was unbelievable, that achievement. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk a little Sedins in hockey.
Yeah, Sedins in hockey. Now, let me ask you a question outside of the Sedins. If I got into a fight outside later, you jumping in?
Depends. Did you start the fight?
Let's say I did.
Can we revisit this? Because I got a couple questions on that, actually.
Absolutely.
Because I want to say I would.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I really would. Right?
True.
It depends on the scenario.
I'd like to think you would. We're
going to talk boxing today. Yeah. We're going to talk a little Easter. We're going to talk about, obviously, what everyone's dying to talk about.
What's that?
The list. The GOAT list of 64 that we've been doing. What's going on in the matchup? Who is it this week? What's happening? It's going to be a lot of things are going to be going on.
Did you hear baseball started?
Baseball started? Did it?
It started.
That's what
apparently it was a big deal. You know what baseball's like? We'll get into it, but baseball's a lot like New Year's Eve. Big high, big high, big high. Nothing at the end.
Nothing. Basically, you know what? Just turn it off. Let's revisit it in October.
We'll see you in October.
Let's just see you when it's actually exciting.
Thanks, baseball. Thanks. What about? Did you see the fight? Did you watch the fight? Anthony Joshua.
Yes, I did. I watched that fight. We're going to talk a bit about that fight. We're going to talk a bit about Canelo news further on as well.
And I think everyone's going to be a little excited. They know that we love to touch this once in a blue moon. We like to dabble in it. Mm-hmm. It's WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, the greatest spectacle of them all.
It is.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, ready to rock and roll. This weekend, we're going to have some winners for you.
Unbelievable. But, before we get to
Before we get to everything
here, and our friend Jeff, Cue the music. Because right now, we're bringing to you the Macromind Media metrics of the week.
Macromind.
Mind, media metrics. These guys at Macromind are doing fantabulous things. Yeah, fantabulous things. That is two things that are fantastic and fabulous. That's what they're doing.
All in one.
All in one. Macromindmedia.com.
Great
Check
word.
out the portfolio. Check out Headversity as well. It's a little bit of an offshoot, but Dr. Ryan Todd, who is on here, he's got a little thing going on Instagram. So it's a great thing. But Mitch, if I were to tell you that we had the biggest week we've ever had in Real Locker Room Talk, you going to believe me?
I actually would, because I know exactly what you're talking about. So I would.
I hope so. It was kind of a trick question. I mean, we do this together,
We
right?
do, yes. It was.
Guys, listen to this. Over 500 downloads this week, cross-platform, unbelievable.
Unreal.
I mean, I think we're up there with Netflix for streaming right now.
I'm pretty sure it was Netflix won. We were a close second.
Close second.
Yeah.
After Netflix, Real Locker Room Talk.
Exactly.
Okay. We got the show downloaded
Yeah.
across the world.
Did we have any new countries?
We did have a new country.
We did.
We did.
This is always exciting to me.
It's funny you mentioned that. And if I were to say the Real Locker Room Talk is taking an all-inclusive trip to Mexico, would you believe me?
You mean to tell me somebody downloaded us during their most relaxing time? They wanted to hear our voices while they're sitting on the beach and relaxing?
They are basically saying when we're on vacation from work, we're not with RLRT.
Isn't that the truth?
La cerveza más fina. That guy's drinking Modelo beers or Coronas or girl, whatever's happening.
Right.
Downloading Real Locker Room Talk.
Loving it.
Got more big news.
What's that?
50 Podbean followers, past them.
Wow.
Even more so.
Get out.
2,000 downloads on Podbean.
I saw that.
Past it.
Wow.
We're crushing it.
I also noticed that the T&G Mob Squad download was the number one.
It's the number one downloaded episode.
However, right behind it
right behind
is the woulda, coulda, shoulda.
So does that mean that the other ones woulda, coulda, shoulda beat the Mob Squad? It's all tied
It's close,
together.
boys.
It's close. But
get
yeah,
all your friends, keep downloading. Keep the number
TNG
one.
Mob Squad is the number one episode. That's why one is a Lufa winner. The other's in contention to be a Lufa winner.
Absolutely.
These are winners.
These are big.
G-Money and Tasso are winners.
I love
okay?
it. I love it.
We got, it's huge. Like I said, the metrics is going out of control. We had an excellent week. Thank you, everyone. Let's keep the momentum going. But part and parcel is because we're also on Agape Greek Radio.
Yes.
Okay. We are going to be streaming, not going to, we are streaming 9 p.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Sunday. Now, what's going to happen is we're actually going to be downloading, you're going to get the newest episode on Thursday, where we normally upload it on Wednesday. The new episodes are going to be coming in on Thursday. So during the week, you're going to get both episodes if you go to agapegreekradio.com. So AGAPE, greekradio.com. And Mitch, I touched on it last week, but you're loving the Doralicious show, aren't
Loving
you?
that show. Loving
Yeah.
it. I like the Jackal and it's
The Vixen
Vicky
and-
and Vixen and the
Jackal.
Jackal show. Great show as well.
Yep.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of cool little shows that, and the fact that we're on it as well is kind of fun and exciting. It's kind of neat. I actually listened to us just by chance. I turned it. I didn't mean to like fall onto us. We play at 9:00 Mountain Standard Time, but we play at other times as well. Kind of feeds through. And it was kind of funny. It caught me off guard. And so I wanted to listen to a little Greek radio, a little Greek music. And next thing I hear is our ugly voices on the podcast.
Absolutely.
So it's awesome.
Well, we're all right. But, Big Data and George, I mean,
They wrecked it, yeah. We
I
need
mean,
to get them off the feed, off that loop.
We're behind their back now. We can
Yeah,
talk about
we get it.
them.
Absolutely. Well, George won the NCAA tournament. And you know who else won? Did you watch the finals yesterday?
I should have won. You know that, right?
It was yours to have.
It was mine for the
was yours
taking.
to
And
have.
they, like true Greek fashion, they put the evil eye on my team.
Absolutely.
I spoke before.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
That's what it was. Exactly.
I'm like, you see who's in
That's
first
why I didn't want you
place?
talking about gout right now. You
Yeah,
go
you're
and
right.
call, that's what I'm saying.
I'm still maintaining.
You're
Screw
crazy.
you, gout.
You're crazy, man.
Screw you.
You're crazy. Well, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, we'll just break it to you. Villanova wins the NCAA tournament, second time in 3 years. Great game.
Yep.
Big plays by Dante DiVincenzo. Came off the bench, 31 points for this guy.
Off the bench.
Off the bench. He comes off, 31 points, this guy.
DiVincenzo over here. He's back on the bench. He's out over on the court, 31 points. Spitty Spokes. Guy's having a good life.
Forget about it. I'm done over here.
Hey,
this guy finishes it off. But even more impressive was the actual finals in the NCAA ladies tournament. I happened to click through it both times on the weekend, and I'm watching Notre Dame is playing against the UConn. If you don't know anything about NCAA, basketball for
more
the ladies
like
division,
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is right. There is a lady on that team, Arike Agumboali.
It's got to be Nigerian.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I have friends that are Nigerian with similar names.
She came off she was on fire. She ends up knocking down UConn with a last second shot, a 3-pointer to win that game against the most notorious team of all time. And then the very next night, very tied game against Mississippi State in the final seconds again, tied at 58. She crushes another 3 to win it with 1 second left in the game.
Unbelievable.
This girl now is the #1 killer in the world.
In the world.
Even Kobe was talking about her.
Look, I like that this happened because everyone forgets when it's NCAA, we obviously pay attention to the men. There's more TV time and the importance that the men teams have to the schools in terms of revenue. However, it's good. We get to see some attention. Let's watch the ladies play. There's some real talent.
And there is.
And the games are great.
They were tight.
I maintained it in hockey too. I got to be honest. When it comes Olympics, Canada, U.S., the female Olympic hockey is better than what the guys got going on.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right. And honestly, big props to the ladies. They played big props. And if you had saw it 2 nights in a row, hitting the 3 to win the game both nights in a row, unreal.
Hey, it's the same shot.
Hey,
it's the same shot that the other guys got to be making.
Absolutely.
And she's draining it.
She's draining it with ease, I might add. Just smashing them. It was awesome.
Do you think that we'll see a day where a female enters the NBA? Or is it always going to be confined to the WNBA? Are we going to see it in our lifetime, Mitch?
You know what? I think, yes. I think we will. But I don't think... I think she'll come off the bench or she'll play on the bench. She won't be a starter, unfortunately. Too much athleticism, too much strength, too much power from the men's side. But I do think somewhere down the road, there's going to be a breakdown, and I think not a breakdown, but a breaking of the walls. And I think the lady will come and be on the bench. In fact, there is talk right now of a lady coaching a men's team very soon in the NCAA.
I heard that actually. Yeah. Hey, why not? Why not? I think we're kind of not overly past that. Obviously, like you said, there's still some breaking down of the proverbial wall that needs to happen. But I'd like to see it. Hey, if you're talented enough, get in there.
Now, I want to bring up something a little bit different. We talked the NCAA, great tournament. It was fun. It was exciting. Mm-hmm. But let's get into a little bit of hockey talk. Last week we talked the NHL playoffs. A couple of more games left before the season ends in the NHL.
This week is the last week, I believe. Exactly. I think Sunday's the last game.
Sunday's the last game. You're absolutely correct. Last week, last Saturday, Calgary Flames versus Edmonton Oilers. Two teams we all know hate each other. Absolutely hate each other. And a situation occurs. Now, we've talked about this off the microphone before because we were actually going to make it a segment talk one day about the codes in sports.
That's right.
And without getting too much because we could talk about this for like an hour.
Yeah, because I really would like a code episode.
Absolutely. And we're going to do it. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a player on the Edmonton Oilers, Milan Lucic, turns around, punches our goalie in the face. Everyone knows the unwritten rule. Goalies are never to be touched. You can't touch them in any way. Mm-hmm. Goalie defends himself, throws a punch back. And then obviously a small melee occurs, a fraction.
Great use of melee.
Thank you. And everyone gets involved, but no one fights Lucic from the Flames. Nobody. Is that odd? Now I can't skate, so I'll be the first one to say I only know of the rules, quote unquote, as a fan. But I gotta say, shame on you, Flames again. What's your problem, man? I know Lucic is a bear. I know the guy's a machine.
Doesn't matter.
But you gotta fight him, right?
It doesn't matter.
Is that not right?
You know what? There's two things that it comes in hockey, fighting in hockey. Excuse me. Some people will argue that because of the implementation of the instigator rule, where you get an extra penalty for instigating the fight, it deters people from really jumping in there in a case. But I don't care when and where it is. I don't care if you take the penalty.
Right.
If someone does something to your goaltender, someone's got to go after him. I mean, what that tells me about that is the most disappointing thing I've ever seen the Flames do.
Yeah.
That is so, like, no one's going to stand up to him.
I couldn't agree more. See, it's one thing that they've kind of let the season go by.
Well, especially the season's done. What do they care?
Well, what I was going to say is they let they didn't win the final few games that they needed to win to make it exciting. Mm-hmm. They've given up. We all know that. Yep. Now you're even giving up on the code. You're giving up on your teammates. Like, your goalie is the most passionate dude on the ice. He's fighting this guy, and none of you come to his aid. And then after he gets out of the penalty box, because obviously there was a penalty drawn, Tanner Glass comes out to fight him. Tanner Glass is much smaller than this guy. Lucic beats him into a submission.
Yeah.
And, but the next day the goalie, so our goalie, comes out and says, you know what? I'm disappointed in you guys. Where was my backup?
And he has the right to say that.
Absolutely.
He has absolutely the right to say that. And the goalie shouldn't be fighting on his own. A goalie should be fighting another goalie. Right? I mean, if it's going to go down, fight the other goalie. We love seeing that.
Absolutely. But now, let me ask you this. Since I brought up the code, and like I said, we won't talk too much into it, but since we have a couple of minutes, is the code dead? Does it exist? Maybe it's dying.
I think it might be slowly dying. I think it's on a slow death.
All right. Are you upset about that, then?
I'm very upset.
Really?
I'm very upset. But we got to go an episode on this because...
Absolutely.
Is it just dying in hockey or is it dying in all sports? See, we're going down this rabbit hole now, Mitch. We got to move to the next topic.
I agree.
Because now, I agree. I don't know. I've got the fire in my eyes.
I know. I could see it. This is like NCAA talk for me.
Let him go. No, Dimitri, no.
I'm with you. This is definitely a topic for another day, and I think it's going to be a great topic. It's a big one. It's a loaded question. I'm excited to talk about. Yeah. But since we're on hockey, let's stick on hockey.
Okay.
The Sedin brothers, classic. Look, I'm not a big Canucks fan. I'll be the first one to say.
Not many people are.
Not many people are, except for our boy Tass.
Yeah,
Tasso
he's
is
a Canucks fan. But you got to respect the Sedins.
You got to respect.
I don't care who you are.
They announced yesterday that they're going to both retire.
Yep.
They came into the league together. They partied together. They played together, and they're going to retire together.
Yeah.
And
what else do they do together?
Who knows, right? Probably. Where do you rank them? Do you think they were as good as everyone said they were? Like, what's your thoughts on them? They're kind of that I don't know how to explain it. They're that player. They're literally. Did you see their stats? They are so mirrored. It's crazy. It's creepy.
It's unbelievable. I mean, to me, where they go down, Mitch, is they go down as arguably one of the greatest hockey tandems of all time. And if I can elaborate, it's because not just in the points, okay, because people are going to look, obviously Curry and Gretzky, Lemieux. I mean, I know there's some big heavy hitters. But the style of finesse in which these two played at, knowing where everyone was. I mean, how many no-look passes have we seen the Sedins over the years? They have their own little system down pat. It was a pleasure to watch these two play. Whether you love them or you hate them, like I said, Vancouver's not exactly everyone's fan, especially in Canada, but for crying out loud, man, like, these two were, to cycle the puck and the way they moved it and what they did, I thought it was excellent. I think as a tandem, to me, initially I'll throw them in the top 5 for sure. But that'll be a good revisit on the best duos.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to go back and listen to our best duos in sports because now maybe we got to add the Sedins in there.
Oh, I think they definitely deserve to be in there. I mean, these are two brothers that, from a points category, unreal. Like, it's creepy how close they are in points. But then as a tandem, like, they knew where each other was. I know they're brothers, and everyone's like, obviously, I love my brother, but I don't know where he is. I don't even know where he is right now. You know what I mean? It's crazy to see how these two played so well together. Yeah. My one question I would love to have asked them is when they got drafted, our guy here, Berkey, who was their GM back in the day, had to really maneuver himself to get these guys on the same team.
The guy was basically draft day before the movie Draft Day came out.
It's so true.
By the way, I want the Sedins.
Well done.
Putney, you pancake-eating motherfucker.
My question is, what would have happened if they actually couldn't pull off the trade? Would they have said, you know what, I'm just going to stay in Sweden until maybe one of them gets drafted and one of them takes himself out? Like, what would have happened, I wonder, if they couldn't have did it?
That's
like,
a great question.
I want to ask the brothers, like, would you have played on two separate teams or no? Like, or would they have said, okay, draft us separately, but make a trade the very next day something.
I could see them getting drafted and then asking for a trade somehow, some way.
Pretty crazy.
Somehow, some way.
It's like you got a 2-for-1 special.
It's
like literally, right?
You know,
it is crazy.
but not better than the Bonacera 2-for-1.
No, absolutely not. Home of the 10-cent chicken wings
on Thursdays. Is it Thursdays?
It's Saturdays.
Saturdays. But Thursdays are great too.
Thursdays are fantastic.
Yeah.
Come on down. See us. So this weekend, you know what? I'm gonna leave this one to you because this is all you, man. This is your your wet dream come true.
I mean, we could stop after this. This is what I want to talk. Big news in the boxing world. Big week in the boxing world.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mitch. So, as we all know, Deontay Wilder, WBC champ, American representative. They've been calling for him to fight Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's the high ticket. He's the heavyweight who defeated Klitschko, unifying the belts. Well, he had a great matchup this weekend against Parker and a heavyweight bout, again, to unify another belt. And he was victorious in a unanimous decision. So this was the first victory that Joshua has not won by knockout. And now, I mean, because of this victory, Deontay Wilder looks like they're on a collision course right now. Wilder had beaten Ortiz a few weeks prior. Joshua's done his part here. So now Wilder holds one belt. Anthony Joshua holds all the other belts.
Right.
4 belts is what he has
picture
right now. And, I mean, let's just paint the landscape here. We got Deontay Wilder, who is undefeated in, I believe, 38 professional fights. We're going to go back and check.
Sure.
But out of those fights, there's only been one time where he has not won by knockout. So this guy's winning as a knockout machine. Like, people are just going down. Anthony Joshua on the other side, same thing, just won his 21st professional fight here. And this was the first fight that he had not won by knockout. So we got 2 heavy hitters, 2 heavyweights that look really good. They're in great physical shape. Boxing has been needing this for a long time. Boxing needs this to come together. It needs it to pull through. And what's great about the landscape of the heavyweight division is people are going to say, okay, well, if they fight, it's over. But then you got Tyson Fury, who is actually technically the lineal champ. The term lineal champ in boxing, to educate everyone, means the man who beat the man who beat the man.
Right.
Well, because he was suspended because of cocaine and had to give up his belts, no one's really beaten him.
Still a winner in my eyes.
Big winner. So when he comes back, I mean, this guy, he's got his license. He's cleared to fight again. I mean, this guy can come right back into the mix. And I think for the next few years, Mitch, we're going to see this heavyweight division really knock the socks off of people.
So let me ask you 2 questions. Number 1, where are they going to fight? If they called you, they're like, Dimitri, we want you to promote. Where is this fight? Is it Vegas? Is it overseas? Where's this fight?
To me, the fight makes sense wherever Anthony Joshua and his team decide it makes most sense. He has all the power. He's the bigger draw. He's the bigger champion. He has fought. You know, he dethroned Klitschko. So he's got the buying power. And, I mean, it's in the numbers. Deontay Wilder, fights mostly out of Alabama, just recently started fighting in the Barclays Center in New York. So, I mean, he's not really generating a lot of money. Anthony Joshua is selling out 90,000 people at Wembley.
Good point.
Where does the fight take place? In my opinion, back-to-back. 1 in Wembley, 1 in Vegas.
Oh, you think it's going to be a 1-1? Okay,
you know what? I think no matter what the outcome is here, people are going to want to see it again.
Do they fight by the end of this year?
They will fight, 2018? If anything, my anticipation is we could see this fight possibly in November.
I think so, right before Christmas. A little money for Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Right? These guys need some money, right?
You got to understand, too, the way, boxing is a pretty big business. So September and May are Mexican holidays. Right. And that's why Mayweather was always fighting on those days. So he was capitalizing the Mexican market and North American market. So that's where a lot of the revenue was coming from. So these heavyweights, that's why they got to kind of strategically, if moving on to Canelo next, but if he's fighting on one of those days, they possibly might have to fight in a different one. That's why I say November. But going into that, much anticipated rematch, Canelo, Triple G. Canelo recently got suspended because they found traces of banned substance. Now he's blaming it, and this isn't the first time I've heard this, he's blaming it on meat that he ate in Mexico that has a certain hormone.
Sure.
Believe it or not, I know it's kind of ridiculous, but this is not the first time I've heard this. Do I believe it? No.
You know it was officially canceled today, right?
And today, I was going to get that, he withdrew.
Oh, he withdrew.
He withdrew. So there's a lot of speculation about Canelo's been going on for a few years about this kind of stuff. Now, for him to withdraw from the fight, I mean, if he's making the conscious choice to say, you know what, I'm done, I'm withdrawing, I really wonder if it was going to happen anyways.
You don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he has red hair?
Might not be.
Okay.
And Canelo actually means cinnamon, so that's where that's little education.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
I learned a little something.
Little education.
I feel for Ryan Todd Dr. Ryan Todd, once he gets back, we need to really ramp up our game. By the way,
yeah, we do.
We gotta do hardcore studying.
Yeah, we gotta do really new words. I think we should surprise him with a medical term.
Ooh, great idea.
Right, that just won't hit him.
So Canelo, GGG, canceled.
Canceled today. I mean, the real loser here is Triple G, in my opinion. He's getting up there in age, and I think he got robbed a little bit on the first fight. And again, this just proves the point. A lot of people were speculating that Canelo couldn't fight at that weight, and so I don't know. It kind of sucks.
It'll be fine. GGG's Russian. He'll figure something out.
Yeah.
He'll make billions of dollars. I feel like everybody from Russia is a billionaire. Have you noticed that?
And they must be.
They must be.
What else do
They
do?
got a great capitalist.
Borscht and billions.
Yeah, Borscht and billions. That's right. BB. Double B. He's got the GGG and he's the BBB. All right. Well, let's get into a quick little chat here about baseball. So it started last week. I don't know if you heard.
When did it finish?
So we're only 100. We only have like 158 more games left or something like that. So don't worry. We've got lots of time to talk about it. But two things I picked up on this week. Can I just quickly talk about it?
Absolutely.
Right. So with baseball, I figured something out. I heard I heard and watched a little bit of the Blue Jays game the other day. Yeah. So Blue Jays opened the season up against the Evil Empire.
The series with the Yankees.
That's right. So two things I figured out. A, the Yankees, every time they hit the ball is not a home run like everyone thought it was going to be. Okay. At first it looked like it. Stanton did hit 2 home runs in game one.
What a guy. Hey, comes in. He's like, welcome to the league.
Welcome to the league. I'm done.
Hi, everyone.
And then they ended up splitting the series 2-2. Now, the one thing I want to talk about real quick with baseball is this. Baseball is that sport that you really got to be into it to want to sit in your seat and watch it, right? You know what I mean? Because there's obviously you don't hear the commentators. So the other day I was watching it on TV, and the commentators, I started actually feeling bad for them, and then I started realizing that they really have to be on top of their game. And what I mean by that is, so baseball's such a slow-paced game. They have to sit there and watch the pitch.
That's
and then
a great point, Mitch.
Then they gotta talk about something. So I said to myself, wouldn't it be so much more entertaining if the commentators were honest and just told you everything?
Absolutely.
So I did a little thing in my head. So this is what I'm thinking. Okay, watch this. All right.
I love it.
All right. So if it's, I'm just gonna do this. I've never practiced it. It's just scenario. So Donaldson up to bat today, and he's digging in, and let's take a look there. Okay, he's grabbing his crotch. Great, that's great. Okay, steps out of the pocket. Back in there. So strike one, the pitch, and all of a sudden Donaldson back. So last night, me and Dimitri, we were over at the bar, sitting there, and just wondering to ourselves where our lives went sideways. Strike two, the pitch, over to Donaldson, and we're starting to realize that why are we doing what we're doing?
I like it.
So I ordered a double martini, and next thing I know, I see a girl across the bar, and strike three, the call. Donaldson not happy about it. Sits down, a little argument. So me and Dimitri walk over to the young lady, talking to her a little bit, and we realize that she is not a prostitute. So we went back to our, to our seats, and
let me tell you, that was a slap in the face, literally.
I guess all I'm saying is it would be so much more fun if they literally just started talking about their night before, or NFL, what they see in the dressing rooms or whatever.
NHL, NFL, all these sports, it's so easy. NBA, it's constant action. These people got to be creative. They got to be inventive.
They got to be inventive.
They got to know when to talk, when not to talk.
Exactly.
It's an art. I think we would do so well commentating on baseball.
I think if the Blue Jays are looking for somebody to just kind of do their commentary on the side,
we naturally segue
all the time.
Like you say, pitch is coming down. Strike one to Donaldson.
So last night I was at the bar, right?
So anyways, back to Dirty Locker 19 story, right? That's what people
want
to hear.
That's what and then people will I think ratings would go up if they had an opportunity to go, I'm getting a 2-for-1. I get to watch the baseball game, and then I also get to hear about what's not
Real
just what we're doing.
Talk.
Hey, last night I saw Donaldson pick up a 300-pound young lady. It was great. It was like, you know, you could say
speculations if it was a lady.
Exactly. Just make things up and just keep going with it or do whatever you're doing, right?
I like it, Mitch.
I like it too.
You're an idea guy. I've come to know this about you. You like your ideas, and they're good ones too.
You know who's got an amazing idea? And I have to, like, look, we're doing our top 64.
Right.
We've been getting hit left, right, and center. Cousins are calling. Friends are calling. Why did you move this guy? Why did you pick that guy? Why did you push this person forward? Why did you do this? But I have to admit, there's a list that just came out. Barstool is you know, it's another podcast, another sports radio station down in the States. They're very popular, very cool guys. And they came out with a list of 64 themselves. Now, there's been a lot of list of 64s ever since we came out with ours.
Mitch, how often does this happen? We come up with ideas, and I mean, freakishly, a couple days, maybe a week later, we see them out there in the public. It's unbelievable.
Unreal. But I have to give these guys some props. Other ones have been kind of cheesy. Yeah. This one's hilarious. So for those that don't know, try to find it because it is worth your while just to peruse through it and look at it. It's hilarious. So Barstool Sports came up with the 2018 porn star bracket. And what they did is they put it in 4 different regions or 4 different sections. They got the
Usually
nostalgia.
The stars put them in 4 different regions too.
Isn't that the truth? They got the nostalgia and the MILF section. They have the amateurs. They have the exotic, and they have the new age.
See, that's where we differ because if it was our list, it's like you want to be the greatest of all time.
Right.
You go up against anyone at any time.
Now we have a good news, bad news situation here. Do you want me to explain what I'm talking about?
Sure, please.
The good news is that your goalie, Brandy Love, is in.
Yes.
And she is ranked.
She's got to be in the top 10.
She in the nostalgia MILF section. She has been ranked number 11. So she's up against the number 6, Alexis Texas. I'm not exactly sure of her work and whatever. Now,
not bad.
In my opinion, MILF of all time, Nina Hartley, did not make. So to help you out, I've also decided to do something. Like the Sedins are retiring, Nina is going to retire as well. I've retired Nina, and I picked somebody up on waivers.
Mitch, no.
I picked somebody up on waivers.
A waiver pickup?
And my waiver pickup, ladies and gentlemen, my new goalie.
Huge.
Nicole Alniston.
Whoa!
And she is ranked, believe it or not. What is that? Oh, she's 10th. She's 10th.
On the nostalgia?
On the nostalgia.
Why is she on the nostalgia?
I don't know. I didn't put this list together, but this is where she is. So, Nicole and Brandy.
You know, I saw her.
You have huge support from me and Dimitri.
I saw her at the AVNs. You know that, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Nicole
you told me.
Aniston was there. She was there.
She's, you know what? She's a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And we're going to be voting for them, and we hope that all of you guys get in there. Now, quick question is I want to find out, and if anyone can let me know how they find this out. Like, how are they judging this? And can we be judges in this?
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, you know, did they go to the AVNs, the Barstool guys?
I'm worried.
Do they have a commitment level like we do?
I don't know. And you know what I'm worried about? That the internet breaks in the next few days. Once this gets up and running and the world finds out about this, the internet will break.
When are they going to start doing us favors? We do favors for
I don't know. I'm just they're great guys. But I'm just saying this is a big one. This is cool. Ours is we're 2 minutes away from getting to the next level, to the excellent 8.
Yeah, we're next to Netflix in downloads
exactly.
This week, so you're right.
I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted to bring that up to, you know, when we do the banter talk, that's what it is. It's banter. I'm telling you what's going on in the dailies. There's a little there. So that's what we got there. So, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of amazing lists, our list of 64 got down to the 32. Then last week we did the 16.
Where do we take it from there?
And now we are down to the we're going to help you guys get to the excellent 8. And because you guys think this is so easy all the time.
So easy.
You guys get to finally pick who you want to win this and get to that next level. So, what we're going to do is we are going to give you guys basically we're going to go through the picks again, right? And we're going to get to the excellent 8, and then you guys basically choose from there. So we're setting up the stage for you guys.
All the way through. After this, the vote is all yours.
Exactly.
We will only interfere in the event of a tiebreaker.
That's it. That's the only time we're jumping in. Unless we have to get Jeff and Derek involved as well.
Absolutely.
And Caleb, but Caleb's not here.
Yeah, what's up with that? How come Caleb's not here? What's he doing? Okay. He's been working. He worked all day.
All right, fair
worked
enough.
all day. They don't make him that tough anymore, hey, Jeff?
That's hilarious.
What do you mean? 10-hour days for Jeff was
that's
nothing.
That's nothing.
Guy was touring 18-hour days.
Coffee. That's water. Nothing. Here we go. The list of 64
Let's do it, Mitch.
is down to 16. Here we go. Elite or Excellent 8, ready to rock. You ready, Dimitri?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Here we
Born
go.
ready.
List. You know what? I'm just going to look at it. I'm not going to pick the one. I won't go in order because the first one was actually a really good one. We'll hold that one to the end.
Fair enough.
Ready
Okay,
to go?
fair enough.
Let's start with Brett Favre versus Jack Nicklaus.
It's going to kill me. You know I love the pack.
You know I love the pack too.
But Jack Nicklaus,
Jackie boy.
pound for pound.
Congratulations.
Pound for pound.
You are off to the Excellent 8.
Wow.
Big. Now, this one has been a controversial one all week. I had to hear the gears about Lance Armstrong versus Tiger Woods. That's all I heard.
Oh, that's all you heard.
That's all I hear. Lance Armstrong this, Lance Armstrong that. In my opinion, Lance Armstrong wins this whole thing. But he's up against a huge competitor in Tiger. Any chances that you want to side with me on Lance?
Not on this one.
I didn't think
Tiger
so.
Woods, man. Tiger Woods, and he's still playing. The only thing Tiger Woods did was bang waitresses and porn stars. I mean, we just praised the list of porn stars. And Tiger Woods praised them too.
Let me take a look at the list again. Hold on a second. He's got
Tiger should actually be on that list.
he should be on this list.
He's named after a ferocious animal. Not Lance. Lance, what's a lance?
They have a section called exotic, and I'm looking at the names here. I think it's racial profiling. I think that's what they're doing here. Yeah, they are. They're racial profiling.
That's so bad.
The one girl's name is Skin Diamond.
Skin Diamond.
That's what it says.
Interesting.
Okay, sorry. Going back to it. Tiger Woods, you've made it.
He's got to go through
the next round. I can't. You know what? I know I fought to not have him in.
A lance is one of those things that they in medieval times.
So look at that right off the bat. I swear again, where I am promising everybody.
We got Jack versus Tiger.
Jack versus Tiger.
We never manipulated. Jeff, we're not joking. We didn't.
We did not do this.
His fiance picked the names out of a hat.
Yeah.
So the way these matchups are going is absolutely hilarious.
So weird. Weird. All right. Well, last week we asked you guys who should win, Gordie Howe or Nadal. And the voting was pretty tight. However, I lost that round as well. Gordie Howe, unfortunately, did not make it. Nadal, who actually just weirdly enough this week also is ranked number 1 in tennis this year.
There you go, Mitch.
Nadal.
There you go.
But guess where Nadal is going to fall?
Where?
Because he's up against the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Ooh.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what? You just can't do it.
You can't.
We're talking not even the highest achieved in one sport up against the highest achieved in the other sport.
Exactly.
And I just want to bring some too, because this is a pound for pound list, right? We have to take into consideration all the factors, not just someone can't lose because of one particular thing of the sport they win. Like there was a little bit of heat coming actually from your brother about Serena Williams and how she beat Messi.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got to take that into consideration that, look, this is tennis and this is soccer, both global sports. But when we talk about the achievement and contributions one person's done to their sport, that's where we decided to make that pick. So guys, remember, it's a really, really thought out process here. We're not just two good looking guys.
No. And also in the exotic list, ranked number 1 is Asa Akira.
Oh, I got a hug from her. Did I show you the photo?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, Korean favorite. Beautiful.
Korean.
Nice.
So I'm right about this racial profile.
Yeah.
They've made a list of just.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I don't know if I like that. All right, I don't know if I like that.
Seasoned vet.
She's a seasoned vet. All right, Wayne Gretzky is off to the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, big fight here. And I say that kind of jokingly, but there is a boxer in it. Mayweather versus Tom Brady.
You know what's funny about this matchup is Tom Brady is one of the few high-profile celebrities that's a big fan of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, very true.
Right? I don't know. I'm really torn on this one, but I got to give it to Tom Brady in my vote. And the reason is because when you're talking Mayweather, you're still talking arguably.
Right.
Not everyone has a consensus that he's the best in his sport.
Right.
When you're talking Brady, there is no talk.
That's right.
So we got to give it to Brady.
Look, we're big Brady guys here. We've proven that through 26 podcasts. We love the Brady. Mayweather, we love him too, though. That's the thing. We had Mayweather beating Muhammad Ali last week. That's big props to
I don't care what anyone says. We know it's true.
But I'm going to be honest with you. One of the reasons I'm not going to take Mayweather to the next round, I'm agreeing with you, I'm going with Brady, is because Mayweather has had those. This is where we got to get a little cleaner. Our list has to get clean with the guys. Like, I know right above we had Tiger Woods, but Tiger never did anything to the point where he was like detrimental to really anybody. Like, he's hurt himself really more than anybody else, right?
Yeah, I get
Mayweather has kind of been a little bit controversial with regards
especially
to
now in
touching
the news,
other people.
I don't know if you read, but in the news, actually, he's under some flack from the SEC, the Securities Ethics Commission in the United States, for some potential fraud charges.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. This guy, like, yeah, he's had some issues. So I'm proud to say Tom Brady has moved on to the Excellent Eight, which sets up Wayne Gretzky versus Tom Brady.
That's incredible.
I actually feel sorry for you guys next week because this is a tough list to go through. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
That is a tough.
This is
but,
not easy.
Hey, this is the process you got to do to get to the GOAT list.
Exactly,
Mitch.
absolutely.
And again, we reiterate because you have to do these matchups. You got to do it this way because you can't just say, you know what, Brady won a Super Bowl last year. He's the best of all time.
That's right.
Jordan's got 6 rings. He's the best of all.
That's right.
Let's actually find out.
Let's do it. Well, here we go. Here's one for you. Kobe Bryant beat Jerry Rice last week to get to the next round, and he's up against probably the best boxer, I don't know, do you want to say it of all time? Sugar Ray Robinson. Kobe versus Sugar Ray. Dimitri?
This is a tough. I actually am deadlocked on this. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Because, again, here you're talking a guy who's... I naturally want to say Sugar Ray Robinson just because of, again, where he's regarded in his sport. But Kobe, this is almost a very even matchup, Mitch.
Very even.
Maybe shed some light.
I see what you mean.
Like, what's
well,
your
look, we said it last
thought?
week. Sugar Ray, 94 straight wins. Not 94 fights, 94 straight wins. Kobe Bryant, he's the killer. He's the original. He's the Black Mamba. He's a champion. She's got 2 jerseys. But I gotta go. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Because in later matchups, we have 2 other basketball superstars. And this and that. And you said it kind of earlier about, guys that aren't the greatest or can be argued as the greatest. I'm going with Sugar Ray on this one.
If you ask the boxing world, I would say that about 70% will say that Sugar Ray Robinson was the best boxer of all time. A lot of people, again, they gravitate to Ali, but Ali had the skills and everything, but a great movement behind him. This guy, I mean, boxers especially, if you ask the actual boxer, like the people that are professionally boxing, I'd say that number's even up to 85.
I would say that as well. And,
so,
you do hear his name
through.
a lot. You have to do a little research, you guys, but Sugar Ray is definitely worth it. Congratulations to Sugar Ray. You're off to the Excellent 8.
Wow. Who's he up against next round?
Oh, I am not telling you quite yet. The matchup with that one is huge. Wait until we go. Here we go. Believe it or not, I'm picking. We have 3 more to go, and this one is the least amount that I think we're gonna fight. The least amount.
Okay. I'm putting my coffee down because it's gonna get.
Get
messy.
ready for Usain Bolt versus Serena Williams.
Oh, this is the least.
This is the least.
Mitch, at the end of the day, and I'm glad you got his name right, Usain Bolt is the fastest man on the planet.
Right.
The fastest.
He's the fastest man today. Somebody in a couple of years is going to beat this guy. In the next Olympics, he's gonna be a figment of our imagination.
But no one's even broken anywhere close to his record.
Well, I wouldn't say no. Of course, no one's broke it yet, and he'll always be regarded as maybe, and if his record stays, the greatest and fastest person of all time. I agree with you. However, when you're talking about Serena Williams, you're talking about somebody, and you brought it up last week, who's the greatest in her sport, and it is also an individual sport. So to say that one's a team sport and it's not fair, these are 2 individuals that dominate in their sports.
It's a very even matchup.
Very even, but I have to go with Serena only because, and I say this honestly, she does more during the year. Usain, every 4 years. I'm not saying the guy.
Yeah, but the guy's got to. I mean, we're talking the margin of error.
Right.
Between him winning and losing is in the hundredths of tenths of a second. Wouldn't it make it harder? Actually, the fact that he only gets to showcase this, let's say every 4 years or whatever the case is, wouldn't that make it harder? I mean, if he's off by a hundredth of a second, he could be second place.
I agree with you. I agree. But Serena keeps winning and championships and dominating. There was a time that like no one could even like play on the same court as her. They might as well just given her the French Open championship and said, okay, who's playing for second? That would have been probably more exciting to the fans. You know what I mean? Like it gets to the point where she's so dominating.
But we're also talking someone who's virtually undefeated to someone who is defeated.
I gotta be honest with you. I hear what you're saying, but you know what? It's if we're gonna kind of use a little bit of a parallel to Tiger. Here's a guy that has, or even Jack. Their title holds are so big and or even Wayne Gretzky actually is a good example too. They have so many records. They have so many accolades that I don't think they're ever going to be broken. Where Usain's forever is always on that, like you said, only 100th of a millimeter or 100th of a second off. Like somebody can break it. To break Serena's, to break Wayne Gretzky's, to break anybody, it's a hard thing to do.
I think you might have got me on this one and helped me. So your argument is, I guess the way I'm thinking about it, how you're presenting it is, let's say next Olympics, if Usain Bolt were to compete, he's not. But let's say he was, and he loses.
Right.
He no longer is the fastest man.
That's right.
In the world, or fastest person in the world. But
Serena's titles will hold for a long, long time.
So you're saying they're going to hold
I do. Longer. I'm sorry. Because, guys, Donovan Bailey, Carl Lewis, there is a lot of guys that
I'll give you this
that
one.
were dominating before.
I'll give you this one.
Serena Williams, congratulations. You are off to the excellent 8. That one was tough, man. I like Usain Bolt. That's the thing. I have nothing against the guy.
It's such precision, Mitch. But I get where you're going with it, and I'll concede on this one.
All right. Here we go. You ready? I have a feeling we're going to fight on this one.
Yeah, we probably. I don't even know.
Ronaldo versus Roger Federer.
Federer.
Oh.
Yeah, Federer.
Wow. I thought we were going to fight on this one.
No, that's easy for me.
Wow.
Roger Federer is not only... You thought I was going to go Ronaldo?
Yeah, I totally
Look,
thought.
I love Ronaldo.
Yeah,
but
sure.
again, Ronaldo, arguably the best, not yet proven the best. But let's look at Roger Federer for a sec.
Sure.
This guy is not only number one, he's number one of all time and then some.
Right.
And then some. Like, this guy is winning. And a lot of people were giving him flack and saying, well, you know, he won a lot of his championships back when there wasn't that much competition. I was one of those people as well. 3 years ago when Djokovic had that incredible run.
Absolutely.
I maintain that it's harder to win and compete in today's day and age because you have Andy Murray, Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, all these people. But this guy's still winning. This guy's still winning, and he's older than everyone.
That's right.
And he's making it look so easy. And when you talk about the distribution of the sport of tennis, nobody has been ever able to achieve what he achieved in terms of fan-like ability as an ambassador to the sport.
Right.
He's number one in all aspects. In my opinion, it's a landslide over Ronaldo.
I agree with you. I'm glad to hear it. We don't have to fight about it. This is fantastic. However, here we go.
I know
get
exactly.
the ding ready.
Yeah, guys,
last
get the ding
fight.
ding.
But right before I get to it, Federer, congratulations. You're off to the excellent 8. It's Federer versus Sugar Ray Robinson.
I'm rolling up the sleeves.
So Serena needs somebody to fight, and Serena, he's rolling up his sleeves. Here we go. Michael Jordan versus LeBron James.
LeBron James, baby.
Of course you say that.
Put him into the next round.
And that's why I came prepared.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? Okay, go ahead, Mitch. You and the rest of the lemmings and the sheep that all
right. Lemmings and the sheep. Lemmings and the sheep.
Can't give them.
Here we go. Let's
props.
see. Where do you want to start? Let's
Anywhere
go finals records. Let's go final. What do you know what LeBron has accomplished in the finals?
Yeah, LeBron James has been to the final 8 consecutive times.
Okay, and how many has he won?
Okay.
How many has he won?
If we're going with championships, then why isn't Bill Russell in the argument?
I'm just asking. We're starting on
three.
So he's 3 for 5.
He's 3 for 5.
That's correct.
What do you mean 3 for 5?
He's 3 for 5. 3 for 5. He's won 3 championships out of 8 times going to the finals.
Oh, like 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Michael Jordan, 6-0.
Okay.
So that's kind of a big one, right?
Oh, really?
Okay, I'm just saying.
But
All
tell me, what would LeBron James have done on that Bulls team? Come on now.
Hold on, but whoa, back up. I got something for that too. Don't you worry, your pretty little face.
Okay.
Don't you worry. All right, let's go to All-Star games. Let's just, they're both. LeBron has come straight out of high school. Yep. My boy Jordan had to go to university.
Okay.
Of course. How many All-Star games did Jordan go to?
I don't know, Mitch. How
He's
many?
gone to 14. And how many has LeBron gone to now?
Competition's better nowadays anyways. But go ahead.
He's gone to 13. But LeBron will beat him on that. LeBron will beat him because he's going to play for another 4 or 5 years.
LeBron also beat him with another record this week of fastest triple-doubles.
Fair enough. I got that stat for you. Don't worry. Hold on.
Points.
Let me. Since I have the things, I'm not gonna totally landslide you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got your back. I got your back.
I'm getting riled up.
Let's get to the point. Let's just go to the Olympics. Let's go to Olympics. Right? Both, represented their countries.
You mean the dream team that has never been replicated? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, but hold on. Your boy has gone to 3 Olympics. My boy has gone to 2. Your boy has won 2 gold medals. My boy's won 2 gold medals. Oh, your boy's got a bronze though.
Mitch, there are better people. There are better. So he has more medals.
Okay. Yeah, sure. A bronze. Yeah. Congrats, bud. All right. Points per game. Who's got the all-time points per game?
Tell me, Mitch, who?
Believe it or not, it's Jordan. 27.91 versus 27.65. So I'm really, if you want, we'll call it a wash. Even.
Okay. But even.
All right. Record all time. Who's got a better winning record all time?
I don't know, Mitch. Tell me, you got the stats.
LeBron. 668 versus 659.
Boom. There you go.
Boom. However, who's got more points?
LeBron James?
Not even close. LeBron is in 7th place overall, and my boy Jordan is 4th.
Okay, but
LeBron will beat him when the time comes. When the time comes.
He also has already surpassed him by achieving more points at the same age.
All right. How about we leave it?
Reach 2 benchmarks. Mitch,
but you're talking about a guy that came right out of high school and he's still playing. And let's just talk about 50-point performances. Let's just talk about that for one quick second. Why?
Mitch, get out of here.
Well, I'm just curious. How many 50-point percent?
LeBron, I will maintain this. Michael Jordan would have never taken that first-year Cavaliers team to the NBA Finals. Okay?
It's funny you say that.
No, the fact of the matter is that LeBron James has done more with less.
That's not true. Hold on. No, you hold on.
No, you hold on.
You don't know what you're saying. You're messing it up. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Michael Jordan was never down 3-1 to the best team in the NBA and take his team to win and come back and win that championship.
Granted.
Jordan never had to do it because Jordan was always on the best teams. Jordan had a bigger support staff than anybody else. This is
where everyone that's listening to you is about to laugh in your face because right in front of me, I have something. I didn't realize this stat.
Put LeBron James.
Dude, this stat is for real. So how many first-round draft picks has LeBron played with, and how many has Michael Jordan played with?
It doesn't matter how many Hall of Famers.
Michael Jordan has played with 1 first-round draft pick, which was Kwame Brown. 2001, 2003.
Who cares about the draft pick?
LeBron James has played with, and hold on, LeBron James has played with the following first-round draft picks.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Joe Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Greg Oden, Kyrie Irving, Andrew Bogut, and Derrick Rose. So to your point where you say he didn't have a supporting cast, he's got 6 first-round draft picks that were on his team.
I'm not talking
plus
about
himself,
the Miami Heat.
7.
I'm not talking about the Miami Heat. That was different. When they're Dwayne Wade, Chris
Dwayne Wade's
Bosh.
not even on this list.
No, I know, but I'm just saying a lot of people compare teams. He had Pippen, Kerr, Kukoc, Grant,
you're comparing Kerr
Rodman
to Kyrie Irving?
I'm comparing the team. Michael Jordan had a better team. That team was the best team in the entire league.
Dude, you've lost. Thank you, Jeff. Come on in, Jeff. Come on in.
I'd just like to put in my 2 cents as a music engineer. And
yes.
I'd like to say O.J. Simpson, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Shaquille O'Neal, and Magic Johnson all have songs written about them.
That's right. There you go.
Well,
There you go.
That's all I got.
And the last, here's just
Damn
one
it,
more.
Jeff, damn it.
One more to
You might
throw in your
get me on that
face.
one, Mitch.
How
No.
many defensive of the year
I'm
awards
tired of
has?
the stats. Who cares?
The
Next,
sta- but
put the
these are the
stat
stats.
sheet away.
All right, you're right.
Stat schmats.
Ladies
okay?
and gentlemen.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, do you want to put this to the vote then?
I'm not. Yeah.
I'm not. You can't. After I just destroyed you with stats.
You didn't
After
destroy
Jeff
me
told
with
you there's
any
songs
stats.
about them. What else do you need?
If you're
what else do you
me,
want?
You're telling me that you would not take LeBron James over Michael Jordan. You're saying in an all-time draft, you're taking Jordan first.
Always.
You think he's better.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, take Michael Jordan off of that Chicago Bulls team. He's still going to be great, but he will not have the same success. Michael Jordan is the
are you
product
talking
of
about?
exceptionally high teams.
Dude.
LeBron, who's done more with less? I don't care about your little first-round stat. The Cleveland Cavaliers.
You're wrong about the less. I don't understand the less.
Who's on the Cleveland Cavaliers right now?
So he had Scottie Pippen. He had Dwayne Wade. I don't understand what you're saying. To me, they're one and the same.
Who's on the Cavs? The last year Cavs team, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love.
Kyrie Irving has literally taken the Boston Celtics to number one
Great.
ranking, maybe
so
two
we can
now.
put him as Pippen. Let's put him at Pippen
Sure.
because back then people were saying Pippen was
All
arguably better
right.
than Jordan.
Fair enough.
Take him out.
Okay.
Kevin Love,
Kevin Love is a better player than anybody that the Bulls had.
then Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, he's
Get
a much
outta
better player.
here.
Dennis Rodman did one thing. He rebounded the ball and played defense. He didn't do anything else. He didn't score
Horace
points.
Grant?
Horace
Tony
Grant was
Kukoc?
just, buddy, none of them scored like
Steve
those guys
Kerr?
did. Steve Kerr, none of them scored at the capacity that, buddy, call anybody you want. Call Big Data, call George. They'll tell you that Kevin Love is a much better basketball all-around player than any one of the guys you just
I'll
named.
tell you right now, Michael Jordan's going to go through. And not because I want it to happen, but because I know if we put it to a vote, just like every other person who's like, Jordan's the best. Jordan's the best because nobody wants to question anything. They don't want to look at what's happening now.
You're wrong. Listen.
8 times to the finals in a row.
Once LeBron finishes his career and you can actually look at everything, you're probably right from a statistical point of view that LeBron will have, probably surpass him for a lot of different reasons.
And the
However,
competition
as of
level's
right
way
now,
better now than
he's
when
still,
Jordan was playing.
Yes.
There are only 2-3 teams.
But
The
you can
Utah
say that about
Jazz,
anyone. You
the
can
Utah
say that
Jazz.
about anyone. Buddy, listen, Karl Malone, John Stockton, it's a different game. It's a different game.
Michael Jordan, to me, the reason, like I say, LeBron James went to Golden State 3-1 down, took that team on his shoulders, won, Stuffzilla City. Everyone remembers that play. Rejected. I felt like I was watching real life NBA Jam with LeBron James at the helm. It was just rejected. Boom shakalaka.
Listen, this is what we'll do.
I will
This
give
is
Jordan
now
one
going-
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not one thing. Jordan gets a lot of things. On a talent perspective,
Yeah.
in terms of finesse,
Sure.
Jordan's the guy.
He's beautiful.
They're different types of players.
Clutch, buddy.
They're
Clutch.
different types of players.
At the end of the day, Jordan will go on to the GOAT list this year. Maybe next year if LeBron decides to retire, or maybe next year
LeBron's got the
will surpass.
Crosby factor.
In my opinion, even LeBron last week against Schumacher was hard for me to push him through because he's
course
not
it is.
done yet. He's not done.
Yeah,
and
that's
when he's
fair.
done, I guarantee you he'll probably be in the Final Four every year because he has had an amazing career. But against a guy that's 6-0 in the finals, a guy that's got the records, a guy that
The
is
team
just
is 6-0.
simply Michael Jordan, it's hard to go
The
against.
team is 6-0 in the finals, not Michael Jordan.
Well,
and
then-
LeBron James. This is what
So
pisses
LeBron's
me
3-5.
LeBron goes to Miami, and everyone gives him flack for stacking the team. When Jordan, all he's known to do is play with stacked teams.
What are you talking, buddy? Literally, I need you to go home and Google what you're saying.
don't need to
Yes,
Google
you do.
it.
This particular issue, you do. You are totally wrong.
It doesn't matter
You're
where
totally
they
wrong.
drafted. They turned out to be exceptionally amazing Hall of Fame players.
Dude,
And don't get me started on your
Jordan
Olympics
made them
thing.
that way. Just wait, Gretzky made Curry better. He made what?
Oh, okay.
Michael
Back
Jordan.
in the day, everyone was saying how Pippen was arguably better than Jordan. But now,
They-
people were saying that.
I never
Mitch,
said they'd never said that.
right. But now, now we forgot about that.
Well, buddy, they said it after Jordan left. They're like,
Kyrie
oh, maybe
Irving,
he's
yeah.
as good.
Kyrie
Then when
Irving's
Jordan
gonna
came
be a
back
first ballot?
and saved them all, that's when they realized.
Kyrie Irving's going to be a first ballot All-Star?
No.
Kyrie
will be, the way he's going, absolutely he will be.
That guy will be forgotten. Let's move on.
All right, well, that's it.
Bunch of
Here we go.
stupid
The
Jordan.
final 8, the excellent 8 has been compiled. Here we go.
Boom.
Federer versus Sugar Ray Robinson.
Big match.
Serena Williams versus Michael Jordan.
Holy smokes.
What do we got here? Tiger Woods versus Jack Nicklaus.
Big matchup.
Weird matchup. I can't believe that happened.
Yeah,
Wayne Gretzky versus Tom Brady. That's amazing.
We're gonna shed some tears.
So
someone's got to go.
Absolutely's got to go.
Someone's got to go.
I am curious who the people are gonna pick to get to the Final Four.
Unbelievable.
So there it is. It's up to you now. Since you guys didn't like what we did before, here it is. It's up to you guys. It's your chance.
Your chance.
I can't wait to call you all on.
Now, everyone that knows Mitch and I and you listen to us, everyone understands that we like our wrestling. We like talking our wrestling. Hell, we even put a couple wrestlers on a GOAT list.
That's right.
You know? And WrestleMania is coming up this weekend, April 8th. Gonna be big. It's always big.
It's in New Orleans.
But listen to this. Mitch and I are going to be betting again. We don't know what the bet is. We want you, the fans, to decide what the loser has to do or what the winner gets or whatever the case may be. We're going to put it up on social media. But we're going to go through the matchups, Mitch, and we're going to make our picks for WrestleMania.
You go first. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to skip the Battle Royals, okay, because I got to be honest with you. I don't even really know who's in and who's not. I didn't do that. But here we go. We got a triple threat match, tag team titles. The Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Who do you got, Mitch?
I'm going to take the New Day.
I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Ooh, Dimitri, I'm going to put your name there.
Yeah.
All right. Then the next match is the Cruiserweight Championship. I actually have no idea who either one of these guys are. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I'm going to go with, you know what? I don't even know who the champion is in this. Do you?
I believe it's Cedric Alexander.
Okay, I'm going to go for the upset. I'm going to go with this Mustafa Ali character.
Me too.
All right.
Put me down for that one.
Done, too.
We got next Alexa Bliss, the Raw Women's Champion, versus Nia Jax.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
I think it's Nia Jax's time.
I think so, too.
They've been dodging her for too long. You can't deny this power.
Yep, I'm with you as well. Well, then we have the Raw Tag Team Championship. You got The Bar versus Braun Strowman and an unnamed partner. For an extra point, who is going to win and who is Braun Strowman's partner?
Oh, man, I didn't even put any thought. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm actually going to go with Braun Strowman.
Nice.
And I think his partner, let's go with the Big Show.
You know what? I'm also going with Braun Strowman, and I have to lie. I might have Googled some insider information. I'm going with Rey Mysterio Jr.
What?
Yes.
What?
That's a double pointer for sure.
Boom.
Boom. All right, triple threat match. You got Randy Orton. I guess he's the champion.
This is a fatal four-way now.
Oh, fatal four-way.
It was a triple threat match.
It's for the United States Championship. You got Randy Orton, who is the champion right now, versus Bobby Roode, versus Jinder Mahal from Calgary, versus Rusev.
I think today is going to be Rusev Day.
Oh, I like that.
And Bobby Roode's my guy. You know that about me.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I'm going with the Calgary connection. Jinder Mahal. I'm going with him. All right.
Well, next, Mitch, we got another triple threat match. We have a triple threat match.
Okay.
For the Intercontinental Championship. That's a championship that's cross-continent.
Cross-continental.
Yeah,
that
it's
makes sense.
intercontinental.
Yeah, I see it.
The Miz, defending champion, versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Who you got?
I'm going with the Finn Balor.
Ooh. I'm gonna take Seth Rollins.
Seth.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Good pick. What's this? When did this happen? Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan making his return. I'm taking Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac.
I'm going the other way. I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Really? Both Canadian boys, by the way.
Oh, are they? Yeah, they are. You're right. Let's go to the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair, versus Asuka? Is that
Asuka?
Asuka.
They pronounce it Asuka. Yeah.
Okay, good.
She's undefeated. I got to go with it. I got to ride the wave. I'm taking Asuka to beat Charlotte.
After
Flair.
seeing the Barstool thing, I'm seeing that there's racial profiling. I am going with Charlotte Flair to keep her championship.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. This is a high profile.
Oh.
The newly announced newcomer Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I got Kurt. They're not going to let Ronda Rousey
Yeah,
lose.
they're not going to. Not in
not
her
going to
first
happen.
fight.
Not going to
No,
happen.
exactly.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm
Or is that the play?
Oh,
Is that the play?
is that? I'm going with you. I'm going with that one.
Yeah, we got to take him.
All right, here's the
Big.
WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus he's the champion. Oh my God, Shinkuki Nakamura. What the hell, man?
You're not even reading it. Shinkuki. And the WWE demographic at Real Locker Room Talk has dissipated. I'm going to go with Nakamura. Why not?
I'm going with AJ.
I wanted to go AJ.
I just
too,
couldn't
but
say the guy's name
now,
anymore. I'm tired.
The main event
Here we go.
for the Universal Championship. We have Brock Lesnar versus challenger Roman Reigns. Mitch, this is a rematch from a few years back where Roman Reigns won, but then Seth Rollins cashed in the Money in the Bank and took the title
I see.
right from his very hands.
I'm going to go with Roman Reigns, not because I want him to win. It's because Brock, I think, is going back to the UFC.
I feel the exact same way. I'm taking Roman Reigns as well. And I heard there's a bit of a buzz. Not too much news on it, but
And here's the bonus match, if it exists. I don't know if it does or not.
yeah, we don't know.
Undertaker apparently has not
Where you been,
replied.
Taker? Where
Are
you been?
you gonna fight John Cena? If they end up fighting, who do you got?
I think in this one, there's an old time tradition that you put a guy over in WWE.
Uh-huh.
I think Undertaker is going to retire. He probably selected John Cena. So I got John Cena winning this one.
I just circled John Cena. I said too.
There you go.
I didn't even know what that over thing was.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a thing. Well, that's it for Real Locker Room Talk, episode 26. However, one last thing. The Masters starts on Thursday.
I got to go with my boy Spieth.
You're going with Spieth?
I'm going with Spieth. He won me some money a couple years back. I'm taking him, baby.
I'm going with Dustin Johnson because the great one made it to the Excellent Eight, and Dustin wants to be in the same room with his father-in-law, and because his wife is gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Dustin Johnson to win the Masters.
Well, I guess we'll wait till next week to Spieth the truth on that one. Not good. Not good. Anyways, you know the deal, everyone. Follow us, share, let everyone know what's happening at Real Locker Room Talk, at Mitch and Dimitri, www.reallockerroomtalk.com. Catch us on agapegreekradio.com. We want to thank Jeff and all the boys here at Alchemy Studio.
Thanks for pushing it over the edge,
Get on
Jeff.
the website, alchemystudio.ca, okay? And, Mitch, Macromind Media, love these guys
Love
and what
'em.
they're doing for us. Until then, another great episode, but we got to hit the showers.
Time to hit the... it's cold.
Oh, what? What's going on? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's warming up. Oh.
There we go.
Get it. There we go.
See you guys. Have a great week.
I love that.
We wanted to surprise you.
Oh, yeah?